CNN are after a monopoly on speech, on liberal thinking. They don't want the viewers to have a choice on who they watch and listen to. Our freedom of speech is being attacked. Tucker Carlson knows this to be true and said on his show on Fox News that CNN has been trying to force Fox off the airways by attempting to get cable carriers to deplatform them. He mentioned at least 6 cable carriers have been contacted by CNN, and this attack comes as ratings have taken a hit after Fox have moderated their conservative views. CNN has called out Fox as irresponsible and dangerous in their reporting, with particular emphasis on Carlson himself for not reporting that Trump supporters had mounted an insurrection at the Capitol building on January 6. Carlson retaliated to Breonna Taylor for her comments and CNN President Jeff Zucker for condoning them. Taylor called Carlson entirely fantastical and also used her Twitter account to call him a propagandist, a liar, a parasite for his coverage of the riot. With enemies like this, Fox News will be around for a long time, Carlson said. Oliver Darcy, in his article on CNN, also made mention of Fox being dropped by cable carriers in the future. Why do they all carry Fox, which is frankly at times just as irresponsible and dangerous with its platform as its smaller competitor networks? Carlson is standing up to the news competitor. Friday morning, CNN announced that it is working to force the Fox News channel off the air and run this company out of business, Carlson said. A number of prominent Democrats, including office holders, support that effort. CNN staffers have already contacted the 6 major cable carriers in this country, the companies that carry our signal into your home, and pressured them to stop Fox News. On what pretext, you may ask? On the pretext that this show and others on the channel are directly responsible for the violence at the US Capitol this week. Here you have a news company calling for censorship, a TV network demanding that media conglomerates ban its competitors, Carlson said. That's terrifying, but it's also, if we're being completely honest here, kind of abusing. Fox News is not the only target of CNN, Grant Stinchfield, a 4-time Emmy-winning journalist from Newsmax, says. CNN wants them and also One American News vaporized off your flat screen. We're going to have to figure out the OAN and Newsmax problem. These companies have freedom of speech, said CNN. You see how it never ends with the left, said Stinchfield. In a scene reminiscent of the Spielberg movie Airport, a man hid away for 3 months at O'Hare Airport in Chicago, living in a restricted security area. Aditya Singh, age 36, from California, told police after he was discovered living at the airport that since the pandemic had struck, he had become afraid of flying. He was arrested and charged with felony criminal trespass and was also charged with misdemeanor theft after allegedly stealing an airport security badge. Cook County Judge Susanna Oritz was concerned that Singh could remain at the airport undetected for so long. The court finds these facts and circumstances quite shocking for the alleged period of time that this occurred, the judge said. Being in a secured part of the airport under a fake ID badge allegedly, based upon the need for airports to be absolutely secure so that people feel safe to travel, I do find those alleged actions do make him a danger to the community, she said. Singh said he managed to survive on food airline travellers had given him. He was eventually discovered after 2 United Airline employees noticed Singh and became suspicious. Singh was banned from setting foot in the airport again and was to be released on payment of $1,000, but so far has remained in jail. Thank you for watching. Please like and share, and we welcome your comments.